So John Kasich said that he wouldn't have run if you weren't supporting him. Was that hyperbole, or he required you to be a candidate?
I think he just wants to make sure I'm on the top of my game.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
What role did you play in convincing him to run? What kind of conversations did you have?
I think no more or less than a lot of great friends he has. People that have seen him work time and time again, take on tough challenges, be inclusive, but get the job done. And we all believe that's the kind of leadership we need. So I spoke to him early at the beginning of the year. I wanted him to think about it, spend time with him in New Hampshire, saw the response that he was getting, and I'm just thrilled that he made the right choice.
What is it about him biographically, attitudinally, stylistically that makes him a quote-unquote good New Hampshire candidate?
Look, he loves events like this. He loves being with a crowd. He loves talking with people one-on-one. He's authentic. Right. He's honest, authentic, and direct. Right. And people
But aren't
love
those
that.
things good in Iowa and South Carolina, too?
Pardon me?
Aren't those good traits in Iowa and South Carolina?
Absolutely.
But why are his supporters on the air with millions of dollars of TV ads in New Hampshire but not other places?
Oh, I think we'll spend ads in Iowa and in South Carolina. I mean, I don't allocate the dollars, but I think there's a recognition. You need to be competitive in all the early primary states. I've seen success at the PAC level. Resources are going to be there to be aggressive and run a full campaign in all those early primary states. And this is a deep field. Yeah. It's going to be a long process.
I look very closely at the articles because I think he's a pretty strong candidate and how people characterize it. When people say now that he's an underdog or a third-tier candidate, is that accurate or is he stronger than that?
Oh, I think he's stronger than that, but obviously they don't seem to think so. But look, that's not an issue right now. As you know, what's at stake is putting together a good organization. In a state like New Hampshire, it's town to town, person to person. We're going to have 5 town hall meetings over the next 48 hours in Nashua and Portsmouth, Conway and Center Harbor, Meredith, and that's just the beginning. But that's how he loves to run, and that's how you need to run, not just in New Hampshire, but I think in South Carolina and the early primary states as well.
4 years ago when Rick Perry got in at around the same time, he said in retrospect that was too late. Other people had too much of a head start. Is there any measure by which John Kasich's getting in too late?
I don't think so. Look, you've seen whether it's national polling or local state-focused polling, this field is wide open. Voters have not yet really begun to tune in, to compare the candidates' experiences and skills. As I said, he'll have the resources to be very competitive. It's going to be a long haul, but I think he is extraordinarily well positioned.
You know him well, spent a lot of time with him. How was he this morning before this as compared to normal, or was it normal?
Well, I think it was normal, John. He's just enthusiastic, dynamic, positive. Anytime you're with your family on a stage like this, in front of family, neighbors, friends, supporters, it's electric. And he really does draw from the excitement of the crowd.
What role are you going to play going forward?
Whatever he needs me to do. I'll be with him tonight in Nashua, introduce him at the town hall meeting. We've had a couple of small events in and around the seacoast where we live. Organizationally, it doesn't matter. A town chair, a county chair, or state chair. Labels don't matter. It's about hitting the ground effectively in New Hampshire, making the connection with voters, and building on the momentum I think we already have.
Can you confirm that you're going to be playing Donald Trump in debate prep?
I cannot. Look, I don't have the hair for it, as you well know, and I think that was a little bit inappropriate for you to critique my hairline at this early in the process, Mark.
You got 16 candidates. Everybody's got to do some debate prep and prepare for Trump. I'm trying to think who would be the best. I actually think your dad would be a pretty good Trump.
I'll put in a vote for that. He can pretty much do anyone. He's a political chameleon.